Inside Tennessee, you are watching with three of your favorite people. We're going to shift now into talking a little state politics. And Susan.
Well, we did have the special session this past week.
That's right.
And the Republicans caucused on Thursday to elect their caucus chairman. It had been Cameron Sexton from Crossville, who is now the speaker.
Cameron Sexton, who has some Knox County.
Who has some, he had lived in Oak Ridge,
Yeah.
He worked with Randy McNally, so we're happy some of that power is shifting back east. Jeremy Faison, who is just north of us here, was elected caucus chair. He had a very tight race. It was something like 41-30 over Curcio, who's in Middle Tennessee. So for me, I'm happy we have some East Tennesseans back in charge.
What's been interesting for me about Faison is he's been progressive in his thinking
Yes.
about things like medical marijuana.
He has.
That would be about it, though, in terms of progressive views.
Sorry,
but
Jeremy,
I applaud him for that,
Yeah.
so I do.
No, and I think Jeremy, besides the medical marijuana, you always know where he stands on that. I think he does have a philosophy of government, and it is a little more progressive.
Well,
on some
I'm just
issues.
hoping the mood gets better now that your man, Cassida, is out of there, and
My
that the
man.
mood
Wait
gets
a
better.
minute. How did he get to be my man?
He's on your side of the stripe, dear, so...
He still needs to make his marital payments, right?
That's true.
That's a project for him.
Wait, there's something we ought to talk about.
Marital
Steve
payments?
Gill.
Oh,
Steve
oops.
Gill.
Oops, feel free.
I'm going to. Steve Gill, who is from Knoxville, and has been in Nashville for quite some time.
Remind some folks who don't know who
Well,
he is.
Steve Gill played basketball at the University of Tennessee. He's a very conservative blogger, radio show host in Nashville, and has been in every conservative campaign in the last 15, 20 years, is in jail in Williamson County for failure to pay child support of $170,000.
That's more money than I got.
Well, no kidding. And his bail is $170,000.
Right, you have to catch up your child support. Now, they'll work something out likely, and he'll probably be, he could be custody free.
That was really
It's
surprising
troubling.
to me because he is very much pro-life. And
You got to take care of them after they're born, just not
exactly,
before.
and that's what a lot of the comments have been around. So,
well, how
I
about
was
let's
surprised.
flip over to the fun in Washington if we have a
Fun?
minute or two.
It's a fun house, you mean.
You know-
we got a brief chance for a comment on that. Go for it.
Yeah, just as I said and many others, the Democrats are starting to whittle down their pool. We're seeing a few
Right. We
drop
lost
out.
a couple.
I think Hickenlooper over in Colorado running for Senate is absolutely critical to the Democrats getting the Senate back. And I think we're going to see a really different day. This, we started out with 26 candidates. We're down to 21 or 22 as of today. It'll drop very quickly over the next month.
I'll be glad when we get it down to 3 or 4.
Joe Biden, I can't wait to hear what he says.
Joe Biden. man.
And you'll take Trump's words over
That's
his?
going to do it
The two
for
of
us
them.
this Sunday on Inside Tennessee. We appreciate you watching. And remember, we will be back here next Sunday. And I think John Becker will be back.